In today's video, we're reacting to JANN, Need a Break. Let's get into it. I think I said that right, I'm not sure. I looked at the comments, but I already forgot. That's like an old-timey elevator. Would y'all get onto an elevator with that many people on it? I feel like sometimes I'd just be waiting for the next one.
Won't you forget me now?
Okay.
Just for an hour or two. I don't want that image of me bent into your memory.
Just off rip, those pianos are so interesting. You hear how they're kind of dancing around a little bit? It's like they're almost chopped up. See, now I'm trying to figure out how they do those pianos. That's so interesting. I have no idea. Let me listen to it again. Let me keep listening.
Bent into your memory. It won't happen again, I swear.
They sound choppy. I also love his voice. Ooh, you hear how it's progressing? Woo! Harmonies. Ooh. I love how it's just growing.
Won't you forget me now?
Okay.
Just for an hour or two. Let me destroy myself. It's not like it's something new. You know I just tried to.
This whole production choice is so interesting. The way it kind of builds up and swirls in the headphones is so beautiful. I love it how it comes with those stringy synths and it just builds up to this point. And then we go here and it almost turns into, so sometimes the song can play a trick on you, right? Where the triplets will sound like triplets until you actually can hear it being eighth notes. And that's what it sounds like they're doing here, to me. It's just such an interesting choice in how we go here. You know, all these harmonies build up, and now we're back at this kind of low point. It builds up to this drop, but it hasn't quite hit a drop.
Let me destroy myself. It's not like it's something new.
Okay.
You know I just tried to help. That's what you tell yourself. But the truth is way easier than this. You don't like to see my tears.
Also, I think those are vocals in the background as well. I think that's what's going on there. I'm sure that's his vocals as well. And one thing I mentioned in the last JANN video is that it's so interesting how he can move his voice like that. And some of y'all told me that it was a different kind of tenor vocal that he does. Because I thought it was more like an alto range. And kind of going up into the soprano area. But it's some kind of tenor like range that isn't really well known, because I'm more of a basic choir trained kind of guy. So I know soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and baritone. That's what I know. So yeah, some of y'all were telling me that he's in like a different range that I hadn't heard of before.
You don't like to see my tears. I feel the heat on my brain.
Ooh.
Tell me, does it feel the same to you?
And then kind of another production change here, kind of going into more of a almost hip hop kind of thing with those kind of eerie. It's kind of a continuation on the vocal ideas, but it just kind of completely switches. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the pianos went from more choppy to then they were more full. I love this. It's so different and interesting.
Tell me, does it feel the same to you? Tell me, is it as hard outside? 'Cause I haven't left my hand in a while now. I cannot be the only one who boils their mind with guilt and shame for things no one knows they've done.
Woo.
I don't think
those vocals are fantastic.
Pain, I guess I need a break from all these thoughts in my head. Would it help if I bled? Sweat and tears turning red. And if I gave up halfway, by my side would you stay? Would you love me anyway? Even if I won't be the same, won't you remember me?
See, and now, super interesting though, how those kind of horns start coming in, and it feels like it's finally all just built up to this kind of amalgam of sounds here. Well, always keeping the piano, but with now we've added some claps. There's that kick drum in there. It's so interesting to hear how this song just ebbs and flows into all these different kind of styles. And it kind of reminds me of the Stray Kids song I reacted to a few weeks ago, God's Menu. That one kind of had a similar, just a little bit of everything to it. And I love it. Also, this music video is really beautiful as well. I haven't even mentioned that. I mean, look at how those greens just contrast the oranges that are in the elevator. All those things are by design, and I don't know what it's really trying to do, because honestly I can't say I've caught much of the actual lyrics of this, just because I've been listening to more production based. You know, I've had more of a production based kind of thinking. I'm sure they all link together. Actually, I imagine that those people just kind of coming out of that elevator are kind of objects of his stress. And if I gave up halfway, by my side would you stay? Would you love me anyway? Even if I won't be the same. There's subtle vocals. By the smile that you once ignored, the one that I couldn't withhold. Another different kind of piano sound as well. They've been changing a lot in this song. Yeah. God, his voice is just incredible. That moment is fantastic. Even if I won't be the same, I need a okay, I will run this back. But the way it just built up there, the bum 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 bum, just kind of going up that scale like that. My goodness, just into that big build up to this just big amalgamation of every single little production element we've heard up until this point. It is so great. And I feel like this is probably a metaphor for him needing a break as well, of everything kind of building up into this one big moment. High violins doing a lot of work here. The vocals doing a lot of work. See, now we're back to this kind of that choppy piano, and then the little vocal chops as well. And then he walks out the elevator with that same da 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 kind of that went on during the actual chorus. Wow. I mean, seriously, what a song. Fantastic build-up to a fantastic moment. Everyone's like, man, why are you on the floor? Get out of the elevator. Fantastic. That was great. Fonobo. Shout out to Fonobo. They did a lot of great work on this. Wow. That was pretty great, guys. Let me know if you want me to react to more JANN.